Hey there, wrestling fans. Welcome to Weekly Wrestling Reviews, the only show on YouTube that kinda reviews SmackDown and Raw in a comedic kind of way that doesn't suck as much as I hope it doesn't. Anyway, so let's start off with Raw. Fresh off SummerSlam, Raw opened with the Nexus, talking about the big loss and like they're gonna be stronger than ever, and they quoted a Kanye West song, I guess. Because, David Otunga sings now because he was on Jay Leno. Not Jay Leno, what the hell's his name? The old Mexican guy that no one really cares about. You know the one I'm talking about. Anyway, so pretty much that sets up John Cena to come out talking a bit more about how great he is, how he's Superman, advertise his new shirt. God, he has a whole new wardrobe. I mean, Jesus. He's like announced that to the WWE universe. So, then the anonymous GM, who is, Lindsay Lohan or something like that. Do you guys actually think there is an anonymous GM right now? They just don't know who it is yet, or they're trying to find someone to actually be the general manager? Because that's what I think is going on. They actually don't have a general manager. They just want to think they do. Anyway, so the general manager announces that all the members of Nexus will face members of Team Jericho and the Hypocrites. So anyway, the first match is between. Oh shit, I forgot it. Wade Barrett then announces that it's a perfect opportunity to weed out the weak links. So anyone who loses their match in the Nexus will be kicked out. So the first match is between Chris Jericho and Wade Barrett, which is actually a pretty amazing match. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty intense. And it was split 50-50. And Jericho was picking up some steam at the end. He went for the code breaker. Wade Barrett just lifts him right up and does his little I don't know what the hell it's called, but he just whips him down the ground and wins. So that was the first win for Nexus. The second match was between, I'm trying to remember which order they went in. Sorry about this, I'm just, who the hell was next? Wasn't David Otunga. I'm sorry about this. Was it Justin Gabriel that went next? This is bad. I think it was Justin Gabriel. I'll remember them all eventually, but I know what order. I'm sorry if I'm in the wrong order. So anyway, Justin Gabriel chooses to go up against Bret Hart. And Bret Hart is apparently hated by the general manager. He never wants to see Bret Hart on the show again. Amen! No offense to any Bret Hart fans. I mean, he's kind of outdated now. So he's replaced by Randy Orton. I was like, yes. Except I was also like, no, because I don't want to see Justin Gabriel go from Nexus. He's probably one of the top dogs there. So, pretty much Orton just owns throughout the whole match. But Gabriel was very impressive in this match. He did some backflips over Orton and shit. It was amazing. But Sheamus interfered while Orton was getting ready for the RKO, which I thought was actually a pretty amazing transition. He was just kind of like doing this little fist pump on the ground. And all of a sudden he feels like there's a disturbance in the force, let's say it that way. The voices in his head were telling him to look behind him. So he just slowly turns behind him, like without even any warning, and Sheamus is there. So him and Sheamus go in the crowd, and Justin Gabriel wins by countout. And then it was, I don't remember what match I missed. It was Michael Tarver against Daniel Bryan. And this match didn't really, do it for me. Although I'm so glad Daniel Bryan is back. He was probably one of my favorite wrestlers. The American Dragon, which I'm pretty sure was a Disney show. So I don't know why the hell he's going off that name. So anyway, Daniel Bryan was beating the shit out of Michael Tarver. Does Michael Tarver actually have his finishing move or anything? Anyway, so then Alex Riley and The Miz come out and interfere, letting, is it just me or Alex? I got his name right. Alex Riley. Alex Riley. No one's gonna get that because I did like a fuck. My predictions on SummerSlam, I couldn't remember what the hell his name was, but anyway, I got his name right. So Alex Riley and Miz have a great chemistry, and hopefully, I like all the three NXT rookies left. Like, I actually don't really like Caval. He's kind of bald and creepy. I don't know. He kind of just creeps me out. Anyway, I like Michael McGillicuddy and Alex Riley. Anyway, so they come out. Michael Tarver rolls up Daniel Bryan for the win. And then another match was David Otunga and what the hell's his name? The bald Skip Sheffield, who actually broke his ankle. So I'm not sure how he's gonna be in the Nexus for next week. Maybe are they gonna pull out the same thing? Like, he was too weak, like what they did with Daniel Bryan. Oh, sorry, excuse me. What they did with Daniel Bryan, and because he's gonna be gone for a while, he's a broken ankle, he can't compete. Anyway, so Dave Otunga and Daniel Bryan, not Daniel Bryan, I'm missing all the names. Skip Sheffield went up against John Morrison and R-Truth. What's up? And God, but they had the second clean one of the night. All the other ones won by like interference or count out. Anyway, so besides Wade Barrett, they're the only two that actually got a clean win. They just pretty much owned the whole match. Anyway, later on the night was Heath Slater versus Edge. Wow. So Heath, he's trying to convince Edge to like not show up, so he wins by forfeit, and apparently Edge would do that with anyone else, so that's what Edge does. He just doesn't show up for matches. He's too busy snapping to his Slim Jim. But yeah, it was once again Heath Slater won by countouts. I wasn't really interested in the match. I wanted to make some popcorn while that match is going on. There's also a Divas match that night, so everyone paid attention to that. It was like Molina and... Does anyone actually pay attention to the Divas matches for the match, or did just want to stare at the hot chicks? It was a 6-man tag. It was Molina, I think it was Gail, Kim, and Eve against Maurice, fellow Canadian. Gotta say, she's all the right curves, all the right places. And Alicia Fox, and it was Jillian Hall, who got her first win, I think, in a long time. So, anyway... Then, final match of the night was John Cena. I don't get the whole "you can't see me" thing. Like, they're standing right in front of him. How can they not see him? Are they like, does this like cause blindness? I don't get it. He did his crappy Fred imitation, and his crappy Legendary imitation, and his crappy Marine, who was in another movie that I never cared about anyway. I don't care about any of these movies. Anyway, so I saw this coming. So, pretty much Darren Young, the last one of the next. He's the one with the afro, in case you don't know their names. He tapped out to the STFU. I saw it coming, because no one beats Super Cena. No one. Because that's the way WWE is. Cena's the little bitch. No, actually, WWE is Cena's bitch. Hate that. Anyway, so Darren Young gets his ass kicked by Nexus. Now they're down to 6 members, technically 5, if Skip Sheffield doesn't show up because of a broken ankle. Let's move on to SmackDown. Wow. The whole story about Undertaker and Kane, I saw it coming. Just saying. But, it was intense, man. The show starts off with, Rey Mysterio cutting a promo, and guess who finally debuts after months and months of shitty promos? Alberto Del Rio. And you know what? I'm changing my complete mind on this guy. I love him. I'm literally in love with him. But we'll get to that later. So he challenges Rey to a match later on the night, and shit happens. Yeah, shit happens. It's like a bullying commercial. If you're being bullied, don't tell anyone. Shit happens. That's, I don't know, that's a new dance move. Anyway, then Hornswoggle's watching some chicks change. I don't really care about... SmackDown is not really that interesting for me. Then there was another match between Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler. Does anyone actually care about that? I don't. Dolph lost by disqualification after Vicky pushed Kofi off the top rope, which was pretty hilarious. Then there was Big Show and Kelly, who's amazingly beautiful. I'm just throwing it out there. Kelly, call me. And against Luke Gallows, or Festus, if you prefer, and Serena, who was in her first match this week. So, CM Punk was weeding out the weak link, kind of like Nexus was. If they lost their match, they'd be out of the Straight Edge Society, which I thought was actually pretty cool. But they won it, so Serena pinned Kelly after Big Show and Festus were out in the arenas fighting. So yeah, Straight Edge Society lives another day. I think, do you guys think, by the way, Punk's hair is growing back, he's going to grow a mohawk? I think he's getting a mohawk, because, like, it's kind of still balls here, but it's, like, a lot of hair there, so I think he's getting a mohawk. Anyway, I want to see what Punk looks like with actual, like, short hair, like, kind of like mine. Do you think he's going to grow it long again, or is he going to keep it shortish? What do you guys think? It's a kind of gay question. What do you guys think about CM Punk's hair? It's so fabulous. Anyway, what else happened? What else happened on SmackDown? Kane cut an amazing promo. It's probably one of the best promos I've ever heard. Kane is such a brilliant speaker. Even though he's supposed to be this big red monster, he's a genius. I'm not even joking. If you guys heard from his interviews about politics and stuff, he's probably one of the smartest people I've ever heard. And I heard after he's done with WWE, he's going to run for, like, a seat in the Senate, not Senate, but he's going to run for something about government. And imagine the big red president. That would be pretty amazing. So he cut an amazing promo. It was probably the best promo I've ever heard in my life. It was about 10 minutes long, but I was into it every minute of it. Anyways, he's saying, I've always been living in Undertaker's shadow, and I waited for 15 years for the right moment to strike, and now I did, and now Satan has a new favorite demon. It was actually a really good promo. I'm just butchering it here. My foot's itchy, in case you're wondering what I'm doing here. And then I'm starting to out matches on SmackDown. No one really cares about SmackDown, though. I'm just hoping I'm not. There's that and that. And Another match between Christian and the Irish Scottish Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. I was an interesting match. I'm usually really into matches with Christian, but I was too busy listening to Cody Rhodes on his commentary. He has an amazing voice. I'm trying to be gay here, but his commentary just blew my mind for it. So Cody Rhodes, even when he's done wrestling, is a announcing radio DJ career ahead of him. And let's get to the big match: Alberto Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio. And up to this moment, I still hated Alberto Del Rio. Then he comes driving in with his friggin' car, honking his horn at everyone. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. He steps out with his gold Speedo on and his white boots. And he has his own ring announcer, his own Spanish ring announcer. I'm like, okay, this guy's going to be cocky. I like that. I like this. I see where this is going. So anyway, he is pretty good against Rey Mysterio. And then at the end, he makes Rey tap out. Be it his finisher move is kind of gay, but he made Rey tap out. And then the crowd just went silent. I mean, if you can do that on your debut match, imagine like the things you're going to do in the future. You can take out one of the biggest top dogs. The fuck's a dob? Biggest top dogs, not the shitty NES game of SmackDown, and like make him tap out. Not just beat him, make him tap out. This guy has a future, even though he cuts shitty promos. I mean, if he's debuted against someone like JTG or Chris Masters, that I wouldn't really be looking for. But after cutting months of promos, you have to debut against someone good, right? So that's pretty much that. I think I have a few minutes free time left. Let's see here. Oh, sure I do. Let's talk about NXT. This is the first. You guys know I don't like talking about NXT, but let's get down to talking about NXT for a little while at least. So this week we saw the fat ass and the black guy eliminated. I can't recall their names right now. I don't really pay attention to NXT. Percy Watson. I liked him. I don't know why he got eliminated. He was so popular. How did he get eliminated? And then there was Husky Harris, I believe his name is. I'm not surprised. This guy doesn't have WWE talent. No offense, Husky. Yeah, I know you're a big fan of mine, but you're always following my tweets on Twitter. My Twitter's on my other channel. You want to go check that out? I put a thing over there. I probably won't because I never really pay attention to the second channel. But you can follow. It's www.twitter.com. Games or at Games whatever you want. You want to follow me. And we also so Husky Harris and Percy Watson. So that leaves Kaval, Michael McGillicuddy, and Alex Riley. What do you guys think? Are they going to form like Nexus 2.0 or what? You think they're going to join Nexus, or because they got to do something with these guys? I mean, I don't get it. They give Alberto Del Rio a contract, but these guys to compete for them. They have amazing talent. I mean, they've all been like in the minor leagues for 15 years or so. With the American Dragon Jake Long, or whatever the hell his name is, Dean O'Brien, he's been minor leagues for 10 years before he gained his big break. So, but anyway, what do you guys think of that? Let's talk about TNA here for a minute. I'm just kidding. No one's watched that shit. But they have a stable on there called Fortune. Is anyone else like that watches both shows kind of feeling that they're kind of ripping off Evolution here? I mean, we have Ric Flair, we have AJ Styles. I'm learning all the freaking TNA lingo. Didn't they used to have an 8-sided ring? What the hell's going on there? They're just trying to be more like the WWE. Bless their little hearts. I can't keep up with TNA, to be honest. I look at the match like, there's an Ultimate X submission match. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like a porno, man. They're fucking crawling on this thing to get a giant X. What the hell's the X do, man? It looks like a freaking dildo. Like, is that a championship? I don't get it. What the hell's the X for? I mean, I know Triple X is a movie. Does that have anything to do with it? I don't get it. Oh, no, I'm not even going to complain. If you're going to ask me who my favorite person on TNA is, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, the greatest wrestler in the business. Always in TNA. The greatest wrestler in WWE. I don't even you have to admit, Chris Jericho has talent. John Cena doesn't have. He has the 5 moves of doom. And, yeah. So, I found a funny picture of John Cena here, and, let's just put at the end of this video. Hopefully I'll remember, but I probably won't. So I'll catch you guys next week. I'm running out of time, I believe. Oh, wow, I'm just running out of time right now. I'm, like 20 seconds left, so, catch me next week. I do these weekly wrestling reviews. Check out my other channel, walkthroughs of daily vlogs, and check out my Twitter. I really use it, but, it always helps to have twiddlers tweeting my twiddle stick. Catch you next week, guys.